Okay, this working is a little bit different. Basically, I have a doll's head here. It's been baptized, and I will show in a separate video how I do baptisms of dolls' heads and cloth dolls, etc. Uh, and I've also put her photograph, date of birth inside the head, and I basically, uh, yeah, I put the name photograph and brought it to life. So this doll represents a certain person. So the client wants his significant other to be a little bit more open with regards to, with his permission, it's a mutual thing, seeing other men. He wants her to be more inclined to just sway to the lost things in life. And for that, this person needs a bit of manipulation with regards to her mind. At the end of the day, if you're a certain way and it's ingrained in you, you need some sort of work that can change the thought process, and that can take a bit of time, but it can be done if you just keep up with it. So I have been working this little head, and I've been putting suggestions into it, telling her that you know that she needs to basically try out new things in life, see new people in life. It's okay to do things like that. Slipping in thoughts, and I burn some incense and I turn the head, as you know, in a clockwise motion. So that has been worked, and I put inside her little head some cinnamon and some ginger mixed together, just in a little opening. I put a slit there because I had to put the photograph in. I've already got this in. I'm just putting a little bit more in, and then I dabbed some oils. I put some communication because we want her and her husband to stay together, not to break up over this issue. Do you know what I mean? We want her to be upfront with him, increase sexual attraction, and a little lost oil to get her to start putting these things on her mind. And some orris root. Orris root is really good to get a person to bend over to your will. Orris root is excellent for that. If you don't have any bend over oil or powder, orris root, really good. Okay, so that has been worked on, and I have a little bit of information that I want to happen because I don't want them parting company or seeing anyone behind each other's backs and stuff. I don't want her to see anyone behind his back, so I have put it in place for her to come to him to discuss it with him, kind of thing. So, Dantalian, scene of Dantalian. If you print it out, go over it in pen. You can use a black pen or even a green pen. The color is green. Citri. These two came to mind right away. And Citri, you could go for his scene in red or green or blue or just whatever. So Citri basically is a lost demon, a lost spirit. Color is blue, incense is cedar, metal is tin, planet is Jupiter, element is the earth, N is Lyric Allura Vifa Citri. Original purpose: Citri is a lost demon and causes men and women to be passionate and get naked around each other. So that is the reason why we went down the Citri route. Dantalian is great at manipulating the thought process. Dantalian can also cause love, but that is not why we called on Dantalian, and it has not been put into the petition anything about love. So, one moment, I should know where Dantalian is. Basically, Dantalian teaches all arts and sciences and has the ability to show you the thoughts of others and can sway the thoughts of others. That is why we called on Dantalian. Color is green, incense is sandalwood, metal is copper, planet is Venus, element is water, Avec ailleurs d'Antalya non ça is the end. So I call them via the seals, and when I'm going over the little seals, that is when I make the petition known to them, and I have a red candle dedicated to each spirit. So what I'm going to do is I finished the working with regards to her head. So we're just popping her in there along with the petition. You could use a skull candle. I really prefer doll's heads, in all honesty. Okay, so we need to sweeten her up to this way of thinking. We need to sweeten her up just to get her to start thinking about life outside of, that there is other things that she can be doing. It's putting it on her mind and encouraging it. I'm open to people and their desires, and I don't turn my nose up at anyone. The only thing I would be careful with regards is breaking up marriages, but in this case, that is not the issue. And I do consider breaking marriage destruction spells, but I really do look into them. Sorry, I was just trying to focus on this a moment. I really do look into them to make sure they're genuine, and I do have cards that I look at to make sure that. Okay, that's fine. So again, I'm going to pop a few bits and pieces in here. Sexual attraction. Communication. Cinnamon and ginger. And again, some orris root, because she needs suede for sure. Okay, let me see. Precipitation powder, just to speed things. Okay. Okay, and I've got a little mix of lost herbs, including hibiscus, damayana, etc., and a bit of catnip. Okay, so we're going to get this moving. Pop the lid on top. I will work on this till these candles burn out. I may run 2 more candles. I don't know at this point. We'll see how quickly they burn down. And the jar will be placed most likely at the base of a tree. I'm not certain at this point. I just want to see how these candles burn down, and then I'll be able to, know for sure. I was going to call in the likes of Salos to protect the relationship. I can do that at a later date if you think you're falling into some sort of difficulty. I think at the minute it's not required, but Salos is great for keeping couples together if there's issues or anything. So if this stalls start to take off and you feel you need help to keep things together between you two, then I think Salos would be good to call on. But it's always there on the table if you need it. So yeah, we've got the manipulation of the thought process, and we've got the lost aspect. So I'll be burning these candles. I'll start this off tonight. Now I'm going to move these out of the way one moment. I looked at a few cards. So these are just little, let me see, Lenormand cards. So I think, yeah, it'd be a social place. Then I've got a house beside it, so that could be a legal building. That's beside a social place or like a social gathering. So she could run into someone and meet someone in some sort of a building that could be a school, or it could be like, I'm not sure if people even go to nightclubs at the moment with regards to the COVID situation. But we could be talking in the future, so I'm thinking there'll be a meetup there. There's the flowers card, so I think things are good with regards to that. I think that popped out. It did. So it'll be a communication, and then I've got the sun card, which is really good. So the letter and the sun, communication. So this card fell out of the deck. So I'm thinking to myself, it could be someone that's actually known to you both as a friend, that could be the one that she tests the water out first with. That dog card fell out for a reason, and that to me is a friend. So do you know if she has her eye on anyone that's in your company or anything like that? Because I have a feeling that even though she's maybe a bit closed up to it at the moment, I have a feeling that there's someone in your little circle that she has her eye on. So that will be worth looking into. Again, I don't judge when couples want to do things and stuff. It's not my place. So, yeah. Oh, okay. So we have a warning with regards to your marriage. We've got the ring and the mountain. You tread carefully with this. And if you're making suggestions to her, very, very gently is the best approach. You already know this, I'm sure. The book, that's something that needs to get out into the open, and I feel that's the whole subject. I don't know whether you've discussed this with her at this moment in time. I don't have your case notes at hand. I put them away for the night, but I feel that could be even something that she wants to get out. So that's a message that needs to come out into the open. And then that Lily card, that would make me think that yes, part of her does want to explore. But I have a feeling that the birds card beside it is she's worried about what people will say if it's a found out. Do you know what I mean? It's gossip. She's worried about the gossip side of things. Again, this may not resonate with you now. It could down the line. So yeah, it's interesting. I'm not saying anything. It's just giving me a slight little warning there with regards to taking things easy and letting this secret out gently, or else she has something to say to you and she'll let it out. But I do feel that there's that Lily card would make me think that what's holding her back is being talked about, if that makes sense, of it getting out, and someone could be maybe her friends or her family finding out. I'm also getting a vibe, like I said, that I feel it's to do with a friend you've got in your circle, or someone that she knows maybe that she has been thinking that way about anyway. So, that would be a good place for her to start. Of course, she needs to bring it to you and discuss it with you, and we've already asked for that to happen. We don't want anyone disrespected or anything like this. It's a two-way thing, so that's what we've put to the spirit. It will take time. I have to say it will take time, because of the fact that we need to change the process of thinking. I feel that will take a bit of time, but again, miracles do happen. Things can turn around quickly. At the end of the day, I have to say that. But yeah, I'm going to get working on this, get things moving, and you know where to find me. It's thehouseofmagick@gmail.com. For everyone else, like, share, subscribe, and if you have any information you want to run past me about spells or anything, leave it in the comment section. I'll get back to you soon. Have a good evening.